We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Justice League, The Atom Project, Issue 1. This is a 2025 book from DC Comics, written by Ryan Parrot and John Ridley, art and cover by Mike Perkins. Adriano Lucas did the colors, Wes Abbott on letters, Matthew Levin and Paul Kaminsky were the editors. Cover's incredibly boring. That looks like some leftover art they had from a panel in 1985, except it's not as good. It's just this really boring picture of the three people named Atom. We start out finding out that Captain Atom is on the run for some reason, and it looks like Ray Palmer is the one hunting him. Then we jump to a few weeks earlier with this kid who seems to have adopted some lightning powers, and those powers are strays from somebody else after the events of Absolute Power, where Amanda Waller had robbed most of the heroes of their abilities, and when they were returned they didn't go back to the right people. So Ryan Choi, who is wearing the Atom costume more like the costume on Legends of Tomorrow, and Ray Palmer, who's wearing a slight variation on his other costumes, are out trying to help this kid, and they're taking him back to the Watchtower, where a bunch of other people are being housed with their powers randomly being out of control, and hoping a lot of these people can learn to control them, or they can give them back to their original owners. So they talk about that for a while, and then they dump the powers into Captain Atom for some reason, and it causes him insane amounts of pain, but they don't really explain why they're doing this, or if Captain Atom has his powers at all, or if they're just trying to see if they can dump them onto him and he can adapt them or harness them or something like that. There's a very, very vague explanation as to why that is going on. It doesn't make any sense at all. So apparently they don't explain why or how, but they just jump ahead to 3 weeks later, which is where the book started, and Captain Atom's on the run. So we don't know why he's running. There's not even a scene of him breaking out. It just splits. And if you didn't look closely, you're gonna miss that, not know what's going on. Well, Atom doesn't want to go back, so Ray just starts punching him and people start shooting at him. Because that's how you convince your fellow heroes that you're there to help and you need their help to fix the problem. You just attack them. So Captain Atom, instead of fighting back, takes off running, and apparently there are some people working behind the scenes. But the last page is Captain Atom looking really awkward, like he's about to do some weird dance moves, and his body proportions make no sense at all. Then there's a preview for Aquaman. Overall, I thought the story has a lot of interesting parts that could be really good. The art's not too bad, but they don't explain anything about what's going on with Captain Atom. Does he have his own powers, or has he been absorbing other people's powers and adapting those to his own set? Somehow he's the key to everyone getting their powers back and fixing the little machine they've been using over in Justice League to transfer powers. But they never explain what that is or why they suddenly turn against him and decide to try and seemingly hurt him with shooting at him and Ray punching him. Because by the end of the book, Captain Atom clearly has powers, and he has his white-coated skin, so it looks like he has his powers, but has he been absorbing everybody else's powers, or was he trying to get his back? And I'm a little confused on that because it's not very well explained. But overall, I think it's got a lot of potential, so I'm going to recommend it. They do a pretty good job of telling you what they're trying to do. It's just kind of techno-babble nonsense in there, and you're left wondering exactly how this is supposed to work, because they're just like, filter it through Captain Atom and make him suffer in pain. And why did he break out? I guess we have to wait for that answer for issue 2 or later. But in the meantime, I am going to recommend this, but a soft recommendation. Is it worth $4? No, not really. $2 would have been a lot better of a price point. So I didn't hate it. It just has some problems and did a really poor job explaining what's going on with Captain Atom specifically. They do a good job explaining that they're trying to get people their powers back, and they're using this device in some reason, running it through Captain Atom, but they don't explain what Captain Atom is doing with the powers. Is he now a reservoir of other people's powers, and he's going to go around like Johnny Appleseed handing people their powers back, or what? I guess that's going to get worked out in future issues. I don't know. But I'm willing to check out issue 2. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.